2016. Who's ready for 2016?
Hi guys, and welcome back to GypsyintheCity TV. Today's episode Today's episode is going to be a popular tag that I've been seeing on YouTube. It's kind of talking about 2016 and recapping 2015, and so I wanted to do it on my channel. So this is going to be my 2015 recap. So if you guys want to recap 2015 with me and, you know, learn about the things I learned, my most embarrassing moments, etc., then keep watching this video, girl. Okay, so the first question is most embarrassing moments of 2015. For me, I think one of the most embarrassing moments that I can remember off the top of my head is earlier this year, I went to go work on a cruise ship. If you guys, for those that have been following me, you guys know this. I left in December 2014, came back to New York in May 2015, and I worked out of a cruise ship in Sydney, Australia. I had never worked on a cruise ship before, had no experience, had never even been on a cruise before. So I packed 3 suitcases. Like, I am not kidding you. I packed 3 suitcases, and one of them was mostly just like hair products and beauty products, because I knew that I was not going to be able to find these things in Australia, and I was not trying to spend my money purchasing all these items when I got there. So I took like 3 suitcases with me. After working on the ship for a few months, I realized that I was really bugging for bringing 3 suitcases. I had no business bringing that many suitcases because I didn't even use half of the stuff that I brought, and I had to pay like $150 for an additional suitcase. That was $150 that I could have saved if I would have packed better. But I mean, can you blame me? I had never worked on a ship before, so I didn't really know what to pack and what to bring. So yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. And now that I look back on it, like, oh my God, I definitely learned how to be a better packer when it comes to trips, for sure, since that experience. Okay. Biggest accomplishments of 2015. My biggest accomplishment of 2015 is my gorgeous apartment. I mean, for the longest time, I've been wanting my own apartment. I actually do have 2 roommates because I can't afford to live in my own apartment just yet, so I do have 2 roommates. I feel like such a grown-up. This is the first time my name has ever been on a lease attached to a living space, and it's my biggest accomplishment. Like, I remember being on the ship, and as most of you know, I love the traveling aspect of the job, hated the actual job. For me, it wasn't for me. It was an amazing experience, but the actual job, like, it wasn't something that I was passionate about. So I remember being on the ship, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to like go back to New York, and I just want to have my own apartment. I just want to have my own space. And I'm a gypsy, you guys know this, like, and I'm just getting to a point in my life where I want a little bit more stability. This gypsy, I know. I'm growing up. I want a little bit more stability. So I remember being on the ships and just thinking like, oh my God, when I go back to New York, I just can't wait to have my own place. So the fact that through all my trials and tribulations of 2015, like, this happened for me, and not just this, like, I remember saying I want a new apartment, and God came through for me. Not only did he give me a new apartment to move into, he gave me a brand new apartment. When we moved in here, we literally took the plastic off the stove. And for that, I am immensely grateful. Bloopers of 2015. If I have video footage, I'll put it for you guys.
Locked up, they won't let me out. Sounds weird. What do you guys think? I think it's really edgy. It's really Beyonce, you know? It's not lipstick, it's lip gloss. Best memory of 2015. Oh my God, my best memory of 2015 was my birthday. I was really sad because I was spending my birthday halfway across the world, and I wasn't sad that I was spending my birthday halfway across the world. Let me rephrase that. I was sad that I wasn't spending my birthday with the people that I love the most. Like, it was a tough birthday, it was a tough Christmas and New Year's for me when I was working on the ships because I wasn't with the people I love. But on my birthday, I actually went to this dope place in Vanuatu. It was called like Riri Falls or something. I don't know. I'll put pictures. I don't really know how to describe it. And it was just so much fun. I mean, never in a million years, not even in this lifetime or the next, would I have been able to travel to a place like that. It was on Easter Sunday this year. It usually always falls around Easter because my birthday is April 5th. It's, you know, the first week of April, which Easter, you know. So it was on Easter Sunday, and we spent my birthday in a place called Espiritu Santo, which means Holy Spirit. So I thought that was just ironic, and it was just, oh my God, wow. Had I been there with the people that I love the most, that would have been probably the best birthday of my entire life. It was just a beautiful, beautiful memory. And I mean, all of the memories that I made working on the ship and going to all those beautiful places, Fiji, Vanuatu, Sydney, Melbourne, like it, or Melbourne as the Australians would say. Wow. And definitely coming home, when I came home, and I didn't tell a lot of people that I was coming back, and I got to surprise a lot of my friends, and it was literally like, oh my God, I could cry just thinking about it. Okay, biggest obstacle of 2015, getting a freaking apartment. If you guys watch Sex and the City, you know that Carrie always says that if you're a New Yorker, you're always looking for 3 things. An apartment, a boyfriend, and a job. And if you have all 3, consider yourself lucky, girl, because it is hard out here. It is so hard out here. The struggle is real. Oh my God, thank you, God, for this. I just cannot say how thankful I am. Regrets of 2015. I don't really have any regrets, and I say that because it's never a mistake or a regret. It's a learning experience. It's a learning lesson. Whether it was amazing or whether it was terrible, you learned something from it. You grew from that experience, and now you can apply those learning lessons to new experiences in your life moving forward. So I don't ever like to think of anything as a regret, because at the end of the day, you learn something from it. But I have done things a little different and communicated more, yes. But as far as like regrets, I don't have any, because I learned so much. 2015 was definitely a year of just a lot of life lessons that I learned, and I'm so glad 2015 is over. Most memorable phrase of 2015. Lord. Memorable phrases from 2015. Lit. Everything is lit. Everything is lit. The lituation, the litty committee, everything is lit. I'm just kind of over everything being lit. I feel like lit has been popping since 2014, maybe even 2013. This year in 2015 is when lit got really lit, and now everybody knows about being lit and everything's lit. Your parents are saying it. Whoa, when your parents start saying that things are lit, please, let's put an end to the litty committee, the lituations, the littiness. Like, I'm over everything being lit at the moment. It needs to extinguish the littiness, because these lituations, okay. Fleek, everything's on fleek. Everything was on fleek last year. It's still fleeky this year. Fleek. Slay. Everything is slaying. Everything is yes, still slay. Let's see what new phrases 2016 brings up. Lessons learned from 2015. Oh my God. This year was such a big year for me for growth. First big lesson that I learned was to be present. Our generation puts such an emphasis on always working, being busy, and we often forget to just be present and enjoy the moment. It's very important to find a balance, and working on the ships actually taught me to be present and find a balance. I went from being super plugged to like completely out of the loop, and it forced me to be present and to learn how to be present and appreciate everything. The wind blowing, the way the palm trees are swaying, it really made me stop and smell the roses and appreciate every little thing, and it really made me be more present. That was like my biggest learning lesson from 2015. I also learned how to have more faith and expect miracles, because I'm telling you, only God could have done something like this of me living in this apartment. I mean, When I tell you, it is extremely difficult to get an apartment in New York. I would love to one day have my own place, something like this that is my own. I can't afford an apartment on my own right now, so I do have 2 roommates, but how lucky am I to be living in an apartment like this? Like, you don't see this, especially uptown. If you're from uptown, you know that apartments uptown don't look like this. I'm just so incredibly thankful and grateful to God for that opportunity, and it really was a miracle. When I tell you, it was a miracle, because this summer was so hard for me. I went through a really bad breakup with my boyfriend, and then I had to find somewhere to live, and it was just crazy. So expect miracles, because look at God, look at God. And I can't wait to see what he does for me in 2016, because wow. Favorite mainstream, non-mainstream YouTubers in 2015. I have a few. YouTube has been kind of big for me since I came back. Some of my favorite YouTubers, mainstream and non-mainstream, are Jamie and Nikki. They're actually a cute, fun couple that do vlogs, and I actually discovered them because one of my readers, when I was in Australia, she was like, oh my God, do you know about Jamie and Nikki? They're from Australia. Maybe you should try to meet up with them. And I started following them, and I just love their vlogs. Top favorite beauty products of 2015. So I have a couple, of course, but I'm gonna narrow it down to my favorites. Let's start off with hair stuff. I'm like out of breath because I actually ran to get the products for you guys. So hair stuff. Diva Curl Super Cream. You guys have seen my review on this. Diva Curl really did their thing with this. Man, if I would have had this when I went to go work on the cruise ship, I probably wouldn't have needed to take so many products, because this stuff is amazing. Absolutely love it. If you haven't tried it yet, definitely try it. Curl, definition, shine, bomb, bomb. Curl, salute, salute. You did your thing with this product. Love. Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture. Love Shea Moisture. All their products are super affordable, and they're really great products. The Fruit Fusion Coconut Water Weightless Hair Mask. And there's another hair mask that I was also obsessed with. I took this mask with me to Australia. This mask was clutch. When I tell you clutch, I was working on a ship. I was going into the beach maybe 5 times a week. Every time that we would go to the port, most of the time I was in the beach, I was wetting my hair. So I was able to create a little routine, and the reason why my hair was so healthy, even though I was going in the water so much, was because I really took my time and I deep conditioned weekly, if not maybe every 5 days. I deep conditioned my hair, and this mask was so clutch for me when I was in Australia. My hair would not have been as healthy while I was on that trip if it wasn't for my Shea Moisture products. And if you do not have a Shea Moisture mask in your curly product arsenal, then you need to get one. They're super affordable, $10 at your nearest Target, and they're amazing. They leave your hair silky, silky smooth. Love. Okay, now let's talk about makeup products. My holy grail blush from MAC is Gingerly. I love this blush. I have it on right now. I mean, can you tell I'm obsessed? Also took this with me when I was on the ship, and it literally, I took maybe this blush and one more blush. It looks amazing on olive skin tones, and I just love this blush. Just can't say enough, especially when you do a smoky eye. Like, it's not pink, it's not too brown, I don't even know how to explain it, but this is a bomb blush, and I absolutely love it. Then we have another product from MAC. This is the MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. This foundation is very lightweight, very watery, and I felt that it was the perfect foundation to take with me to Australia to work on the ships. It has light to medium coverage. I really liked it because obviously, as you guys know, my tan was on fleek. My tan was everything. I was slaying with my tan. My tan was lit when I was in Australia. So I really didn't need to take much foundation with me, because you know when you're tan, like, your skin just normally looks beautiful. It glows. I don't really like to have cake face when I'm tanned. So this was a great foundation for me to take. It was very lightweight. It looked great with my tan. As you can see, it's a little bit darker than I am now because obviously my tan is no longer lit. And this was just a great foundation to take, and I took the whole bottle with me, and it lasted me the entire time I was there. I still have like probably half the bottle left, and this is just a great foundation, especially if you're going on vacation or you're going to be, you know, getting a little bit more color.
I really like this foundation. I know for a lot of people, MAC foundations make them break out. They're a little bit tricky on certain skin tones, but on my skin, MAC foundations are usually very good, and I really enjoy this face and body foundation. Nails. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the color that I have on my nails today, by the way. And where would I have been without these Sally Hansen Miracle Gel nail polishes? Oh, actually, this is not even one. Whoopsie daisies. So I actually use this one, and it's not a Miracle Gel. And then wait, is it? I don't even know. Sally Hansen also was a lifesaver. When you're on a cruise ship, there's not a lot of places that you can get your nails done at. I mean, you can go to the spa, but every time I would go to the spa, I would have to spend money on mani-pedis, and they're usually a little bit more than a mani-pedi will cost me in the hood. You know, $25 mani-pedi or something. There's no specials like that on the ship, or to most of the places that you go to. So I took a little bag with nail stuff like a file, clippers and stuff like that, so that I can maintain my own nails while I was on the ship. And these really came through for me. Beautiful colors, they really do last, and I loved, and I'm telling you guys, I was in the water most of the time. Most of the time I was always in the water, so these nail polishes really do last. I love them. If you do your own nails at home so that you can save money, you know, instead of going out to get your nails done every other week, then I highly recommend these Sally Hansen polishes. Next, back to makeup, we have Becca Opal. This highlight is bomb. I actually bought it when I was in Australia because I just couldn't bring myself to spend, what is it, $40 on a highlight? I just couldn't do it. But when I was in Australia, the currency exchange is different, and so the American dollar gives you more value in Australia compared to the Australian dollars. So I did buy this when I was in Australia because it was cheaper, and love. This is the Becca Shimmery Skin Perfector pressed in opal, and it is gorge. If you are olive skin tone or darker, you need to get this highlight in your life, because your highlight will be on fleek, girl. It will be lit. You will be slaying the game. Okay, Primer Potion, my favorite eye primer ever. It's between this and the MAC Paint Pot and Soft whatever. That one. Best primer. Also took this with me when I was on the ship, and my makeup was always looking great, especially my eye makeup. Absolutely love this, and I love now that it has like the little wand because it just makes it so much easier to apply. So this is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. There's so much products that I can sit here and talk to you guys about, but those were my tops. Goals for 2016, the last and final question. So my goals for 2016 are to be more consistent on YouTube. I know I've been saying this for like years, but I finally have found like a little groove with things, and I'm really going to continue to be consistent on YouTube. I mean, I have to. I've been doing this for 6 years. Video is very big right now, and I have to be doing video. I really actually enjoy it, and I hope you guys are enjoying my videos as well. Excited for what 2016 has to offer, and I really hope to continue to grow Gypsy in the City, especially on YouTube. I know that this is where I'm supposed to be. I feel like all the struggles and everything that I went through in 2015 is kind of lining me up for something huge, And they say it takes 10 years to become overnight success. Well, I'm in year 6 right now, so that means I have 4 more years, and I'm just kind of waiting for my breakthrough experience, my breakthrough moment. It might be in 2016, who knows? But I feel like I'm ready, and I feel like everything that I've gone through and everything that I struggled is preparing me for the next big thing, and I feel like it's coming soon. Mark my words. Hopefully it's in 2016, but if it's not, like I said, I still have 4 more years in that 10-year plan. So in 2016, I want to have bigger faith. I want to expect miracles. I just really want to grow my faith. Every year I have a word that's like my word for the year that I focus on, and this year, well, in 2015 it was fearless. For 2016, I want it to be faith. And I want my faith to be so big that whenever I have self-doubt or whenever I have fear and I sabotage myself and start thinking that I don't deserve certain opportunities,
can't accomplish certain things or things like that. I just want my faith to be so big that it like shuts everything down, shuts the self-doubt down, and that I can boldly and confidently continue to go in the direction of my dreams and pursue the things that make me happy without fear and without doubt. I just want my faith to be so big that you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing, because my God is so big and I expect miracles. I mean, like literally the fact that I made it through 2015 was a miracle in itself. So I just want to work a lot more on my faith. Of course, I definitely have other goals, but I'm really gonna try to pace myself this year, and I'll probably do a separate video on vision boards and goal planning. You guys know every year I do like a blog post on my website or something in regards to vision boards and planning, and I'll do a video this year for that, so stay tuned. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was a long one. I actually want to know, what is your word for 2016? What's your word? Write it in the comments down below. Hold yourself accountable to that word. As soon as you write it down in my comments, know that it's gonna be there forever, and hold yourself accountable for that word and write it down. And at the end of this year, let's check back in with each other and see if you lived up to that word. You know, when I do my recap for the end of 2016, I hope that we can all, you know, kind of go back in time and see if we really lived up to our word and we really maximize it, and if we really put it to work. And at the end of 2016, I just hope to come back to this video and see if we all really lived up to that word that we set for ourselves and made the most out of it. So like I said, comment your word below. Let me know what your word is for 2016, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, if you're not subscribed, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? I just told you that I'm gonna be more consistent with this thing. I'm excited for the ride. Let's see where 2016 goes. I feel good about this. I don't know about you guys, but for me, every year that ends with the odd number is like a crappy year. I just hope that this year is good, because I've been through a lot, man. 2015 was rough. 2015 was rough, man. Job changes, sucky jobs, boyfriend, no boyfriend, bad breakup, overcoming breakup. Man, this year was hard. This year was really hard. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Love and light to you in 2016. Buena suerte. Le deseo lo mejor. See you next time. Bye. This video's gonna be so long. Definitely for 2016 is not gonna be the year of bae for me. If it happens, it happens. But honestly, I want nothing to do with baes. I'm just gonna focus on myself and focus on becoming a better version of who I am, and using all of my past experiences in 2015 to really grow as a person, so that when I do meet bae, wherever you are, bae, if you're watching this, you're probably not watching this, bae, because you don't watch these type of videos, but bae, wherever you are, I hope that you too are growing and learning in life and using all your past experiences to become the person that you're meant to be, so that when we finally meet, bae, when we meet, that we could just be like the awesome couple that we are meant to be, and we can really grow in purpose. Where you at, bae? I'm looking for you. No, I'm actually not looking for you, but we'll meet eventually. Anyways, I'm like always going off in freaking tangents, and you guys somehow like are still here for it, so thank you so much.